All right, we are here with Raevyn Rogers, women's 800 meters. I will be asking questions on behalf of the media. So
Okay.
to get us started, can you talk us through the race today?
Yeah, the race is exactly how I wanted to run it. It's exactly how I plan to run it. And I felt really good. Even afterwards, it was like a self feeling, a self confidence, that I executed that plan.
From Jonathan Galt, Raevyn, how have you felt about your season to this point, and where is your confidence level at right now?
My season has been an uphill. I feel like I started at a base, and the way training has been, the way my mind has been, I've been working on nothing but positivity and taking the most out of each race and applying it to the next day. So today, that was another one of those things where I was like, I went into it and I said day by day. And I tried this plan that I thought about and I executed today. So I'm really happy and blessed to advance to the final.
From Rob Mosley, you looked very powerful through the last few meters. How good do you feel about what's left in the tank for Sunday?
I feel great. Of course, that's going to be a different race, but all I could do is just prepare myself. And I'm excited. Like I said, day by day, even with that day too, I'm going to get the most out of each day.
And then Jonathan Galt asks, what is it like competing at a stadium with your image on the tower?
I try not to think about it, but like I said, it's an honor, and it's definitely a Duck pride that runs deep in me, and now you can feel that in the stadium, and I'm just glad to have been a leader of that Duck pride, and to come into the stadium with green and yellow everywhere. It's just an amazing feeling.
All right. And I want to get from Brandon O'Rourke. Any changes to your prep with the hot weather on the way?
Just hydrate as much as I can. And yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, all you could do is really hydrate. We've incorporated, a lot of people have been incorporating those, the vests and stuff to cool off. But I mean, that's all you can do. We're, dang near the same weather as Doha right now. At least that's what it feels like.
And then from Jonathan Gold, who do you view as the bigger challenge in the final, Athing or Aji?
Honestly, and I answer this with all honesty, this year mentally has been really rough for me. And I know it sounds really cliche, but I don't think anybody understands. And I can only compare it to how people are with depression. As you grow in your spiritual journey and good things are coming, a lot of the enemy's ways to try to sink in your head. And because track is so mental, I've been dealing with those battles. But because I have a great support system and a bunch of people praying for me and a bunch of believers that are God-fearing people around me, it's helping me stay focused and stay according to the goal. So honestly, my mental is the biggest battle for me at this point in fourth, and on fourth.
And from Jonathan Galt, do you mind elaborating on why specifically this year has been tough on you?
This year's been tough for me because, the way I see it is that, so I fasted at the beginning of the year because I knew I wanted a different outcome. And I knew that in the past, I didn't make my relationship with God a priority. And so the way I think it goes and the way I feel it goes is when God has great things in store for you, the enemy tries even harder to knock you off. So that's been the biggest reassurance for me throughout this whole year, is that I know something great is coming because the enemy is really be playing with my mind, And I mean mentally. I said, like, literally the closest thing I can probably think of is, maybe this is how people feel when they have anxiety attacks or depression. But I'm not saying I'm depressed. I'm just saying that when the devil knows your weakness, he'll use it against you to try to throw you off. And that's exactly what's been happening to me this year. But My resource is strong, my faith is strong, my family is strong. Everyone's been praying for me. And it's been the most overwhelming but great thing throughout this whole trial. So that's been helping me stay focused.
And then from Orlando Sanchez at KGW TV, with all the mental challenges, are you able to enjoy the ride?
I am. I mean, even coming into the stadium and having everyone cheer and just reminding myself to be happy and to be joyful and to be thankful every round. I mean, because it's like life, you never know what's next. And so I'm thankful of each round. I mean, today was one of those things that I'm most proud about executing the race plan that I came up with and me and Pete talked about. And I'm just ready to get the most out of today. I'm glad I did. Tomorrow, the day after, and so forth.
And I want to give anyone in the chat some time to type any questions. If you're going to type any, please use the raise your hand function so I know you're typing. Yesterday, you and I talked about how you told me that your grandmother and your family were able to come out here. What's it
Yes.
like for being able to see her experience you getting cheers from these fans here?
I mean, for her to experience it in person, because she's always on her tablet at home, is a dream. And I just pray that I can bring those dreams to life right in front of her face while she's here. I think it's been most exciting because she prides herself on being my grandma. And so even I told her, I'm like, if you get any slack, you can say that that's my granddaughter on the tower. But it's just been an amazing feel to be able to have my family feel so special. And I think, like I said yesterday, the tower was a gift from me to me, and even though to them too, to be able to come here, all of them, they haven't come since the last US trials and my graduation. And so to be a part of this special moment where there's so much love and so much support, even from the Duck fans in itself, and for them to feel love to do, because there's people in the stands next to them that they've become friends with. I feel like it's just one of those things that I'm just so blessed to be able to give them, for them to come this far and to still feel at home and loved.
Well, it doesn't appear that there's any further questions coming in the chat. So thank you for joining us. We'll let you go get prepared for Sunday's, finals and time with your family.
Thank you. Let's go Ducks.